Hey there, welcome back to Reddit Dating, the best channel for Reddit cheating stories. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more stories like these. Now, let's get into the video.
She 33 female cheated, I 32 male left, but she's not letting go. Pretty much what the title says, but obviously I should provide background to the situation. Okay. I've been with my ex-girlfriend, Vanessa, for the past 5 years. We met at a convention for one of our hobbies, started just talking about the hobby itself, with no other goal in mind. We started dating when she confessed that she liked me as more than a friend, and it was mutual. I just kept quiet because I didn't really want to ruin the friendship, and I wasn't really expecting her to be interested in me. Dated for about 2 years steadily before we moved in together. Our families meshed well together, our friends mingled, and we all became one big mixed social circle. That was a surprise because we both come from very different financial backgrounds, me being raised in poor/middle class kind of finances, Vanessa and her friends and family being really rich. Everything was great for the past 3 years, except when she cheated. Vanessa cheated on me with some random guy. I don't even honestly know why, nor do I really care to find out. I found out a month ago because I took her phone to call up a friend since mine was inoperable at the time. First thing I saw when I unlocked her phone was a message popping up about how some guy loved that bouncing on him the day before. I'll spare you the emotional turmoil I briefly went through. And I'll admit I just put the phone down, told her I was leaving without telling why, and I could see she was confused about me just going out like that. I just didn't want to do something I'd regret, because I did have anger issues in the past, but have mostly worked past those. She probably found out I saw that message, but since my phone was still in the apartment, there was no one way to get in touch with me. I literally just walked around the city for hours until I was so tired that I felt like falling asleep on my feet. I went over to a friend's house and remained with them for the night. The next day, I returned to our apartment and discussed the situation with Vanessa. I informed her that I would not be in a relationship with a cheater, and that was the end of it. I didn't want to know the specifics of what happened, how it occurred, or who the other person was. I simply wanted to get away from it all. She was not in the mood to comply, sobbing uncontrollably, blaming herself, beating herself in the head because she was, and I quote, a foolish cheating C*NT, pleading with me not to go and stating that she would do everything to try and remedy the situation if I left. The whole situation made me feel even more uncomfortable with her, and there was a commotion in front of our apartment building when our neighbors came out to see what was going on and were startled by the ruckus. Even though I was able to get away, the process was made needlessly complex by drama. She made the decision to someone else, and I took the decision to end the relationship because I don't want to be with a cheater any longer. I was able to remove the majority of my belongings from the flat when she was not around, and I assumed that would be the last of it. But if that were the case, I wouldn't be here right now. Vanessa and her family are quite wealthy, as I previously said. She is now using her own, and I assume her family's, resources in order to refrain from providing me with even a single day of any type of reminder of her. Either I'm having presents delivered to my place of employment, or I'm receiving letters and parcels in the mail from all over the world. Or she just hangs out with one of her friends somewhere where she knows I'm going to be. I have no idea how she knows, and this is making me feel paranoid, because I keep thinking she might have someone following me trying to get me to talk to her about something I'm not comfortable talking about. I attempted to speak with the local police about the situation, but was assured, in not so many words, that her family would see to it that nothing was done about it. Although the officer deserves praise for being forthright, they should instead focus on their duties. I'd want to become better. I want to go on with my life. But she isn't going to allow me, and I don't have the financial means to just go someplace else. She's already been banned or ignored on every single social media platform I use, but interestingly enough, she's not attempting to contact me on any of them. Friends, on the other hand, are those who care about you. Every single friend she has, and she has a lot of them, has asked me to just meet up with her, listen to her out, or anything along those lines. But I'm really fed up with it. I'm fed up with this kind of nonsense. I just want it to be done with. I don't want to hear anything she has to say. No, I don't want to see her at all. It's not going to help me at all. So please, if someone can assist me, I would really appreciate it. What is the best way to get away from someone who won't let me go, and who has absolutely both the time and the money to continue doing it indefinitely? Do I agree to give her the one meeting she has requested from me? Is it really possible that this might be of assistance? Because I am not a citizen of the United States or another first world nation, I have little legal remedy. Update. Throughout the thread, there was a great deal of advice and support for the difficult position I was in, and I want to express my gratitude to you all for your efforts to assist me. The meeting with my ex's mother, whom I had mentioned in one of my blogs when responding to people's questions about the entire issue, finally took place in the end. It had been nearly a week since my last blog entry was published. She was aware of the reasons for our separation and, seeing how much it had upset me, she wholeheartedly supported my choice to end my relationship with her daughter. It meant a great deal to me, and I'm not sure I realized how much I had taken for granted her mother's kindness toward me when we were together. She was only aware of the ex's attempts to get back together with me when I recounted what had been going on since the breakup. She was unaware of her turning up at any place I went out, her friends badgering me, or the letters and presents that were being sent my way on a regular basis. When she held me and kissed the top of my child's head like I was a young kid again, I was on the verge of tears up because of how much support she offered me at the moment. I was both ashamed and thankful at the same time. I simply needed some space and time to get over this mess, and I believe she understood what I was saying. As a result, when we spoke about it in public, she assured me that she would bring her daughter back in line, that she would leave me alone, and that she would stop bothering me. We continued to converse for a little while after that, but eventually parted ways. The harassment from the ex-boyfriend lasted for a few days until it was fully ceased. There were no messages, no phone calls, no unexpected visits where I was hanging out, or anything like that. So far, she hasn't responded to my emails after 3 weeks. It's been a dream come true. It's as if a great weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I'm not even bothering to peek at the entrance of a location where I'm now hanging out to see whether it's the ex or one of her pals. My buddies were the ones that brought it to my attention since I hadn't even noticed it myself. So, yes, this is 1,000 times better than the situation that existed before. I did speak with my ex's mother one more time on the phone, and I expressed my gratitude for whatever she had done for her daughter, to which she responded that it was the least she could do. Near the end of the conversation, she stated that it would probably be best if we didn't speak any further because it would allow me to fully recover from this experience, but she expressed regret that it had come to this and that she and her husband would not be expecting me to come over for Christmas with them. We kissed each other farewell, and that was the end of it. After all of that, the harassment has ceased, I'm feeling wonderful, and life is looking a whole lot better these days. One more time, I'd want to express my gratitude to everyone who has attempted to rescue me from the muck I found myself in.